Yeah, play on in my opinion. Hola, my senors and senoritas, and welcome to yet another installment of Football This Week. This, of course, is the series where I bring you the best and more frequently the worst of what happens in the world of football on social media. None of this Latvia v Lithuania business that we don't care about in the world of international football. Club football is back. The Premier League is back. The Champions League is back, and life is good again. Unless you're an Arsenal fan, life really is not good for you. We need to take it back to international week. Going into this game, Sheffield United had only scored 2 goals in their last 5 games in all competitions. It's a team struggling for form, struggling for results, which is exactly why Arsenal set up with no creativity and still conceded anyway. I'm done with this team. That back 4 could not keep a clean sheet in a nun's bedroom. I'm telling you right now. I feel sorry for the kid, but at 0-0, Nicolas Pepe missed this absolute gilt-edge opportunity. I mean, he scored himself, so does that count? He ended up in the net, so it's mental, you know. For what they paid for Pepe, being £72 million, you could get... Sorry, let me just do the maths real quick. Let me, right, carry the 6, and then there we go. A whole new manager! Unai Emery is actually a fraud. His first 40 or so games in charge are now worse than Arsene Wenger's last 40 games in charge at Arsenal, and they were considered horrendous. If he's not managing Siesta FC to a 14th Europa League title, this man is useless. That team is crying out for creativity, and who does he play? Granit Xhaka. Kevin De Bruyne has more creativity in a singular chromosome than that entire Arsenal midfield, and yet Ceballos is on the bench. Literally, all he knows how to do is say good evening in a really strange manner.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
It was at least nice for someone to do one of those lookalike tests for Emery this week. Is it actually any surprise they keep losing? I don't understand the Ozil situation either. At the end of the day, they're paying him £350,000 to be a Twitch streamer. They could just do it via the donation screen and get it over and done with. A win for the Blades means Manchester United have lost ground on them in their mid-table battle. Liverpool and United drew 1-1 over the course of the weekend. Marcus Rashford gave United the lead, and there was some contrasting emotions in the commentary box.
Poor Marcus Rashford! 1-0 Manchester United.
It always makes me laugh in games like this how differently Martin Tyler reacts to United goals and Liverpool goals. Oh, that's Rashford. Oh my goodness me! What a strike! Have you ever seen the likes from Marcus Rashford? Liverpool coming forward now. That is a goal. Yeah, that has made it in to the back of the net. Liverpool have in fact scored. If you told me the game was going to be a draw going into it, I'd have been very disappointed because of how poor United have been. But watching the game, we were absolutely awful. United deserved to win, let alone get a draw. So I'm happy with the result in the end. Marcus Rashford seems like he's got a lot of his confidence back. Meanwhile, Adam Lallana is somehow now our Lord and Saviour. It's fair to say that last-minute goal came at quite the price for this guy. There was a lot of VAR controversy. Sadio Mane's goal was rightfully disallowed. Not sure about Rashford's. I do think there was a foul on Origi in the build-up, but he didn't help himself by making a meal of it and then grips in the wrong leg. Like, come on, man. It's not difficult to work out what leg you've been kicked on, man.
It doesn't get much bigger, does it, than Manchester United and Liverpool, but rarely have they met.
I mean, that's one way to get your energy going before a match, Ashley, to be fair. And judging from Mike Dean's face, I think he gave a little bit to the ref before the game started as well. Listen, fam, I'm telling you now, right? If a tree falls over and no one is there to hear it, it's not making a sound. Like, I knew I should have been a lawyer instead of a referee. From Ribery's not been too pleased about the virtual version of himself on FIFA 20. I mean, I'm not surprised. Did they even try? And why have they left his hairline back in 2006? Someone's done a dub over of Jorginho taking a penalty, and it's actually incredible. Just in case you hadn't had enough of VAR controversy, it was back in full force for Watford versus Tottenham. I think it's about time we have a VAR check of our own. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah, there it is. That's the conclusion. I'm not gonna lie, I started off VAR in, and I love what it's doing for offsides, but when it comes to fouls, it is a bottle job. I mean, I don't know how a piece of machinery can be a bottle job. What is the point in even allowing it to be used for fouls when I've literally all season not seen it overturn a single foul or penalty decision? Gerard Deulofeu was absolutely cleaned out by, I think it was Jan Vertonghen. 1000% needs to be a penalty. And then not only that, but later on, Dele Alli scores a goal. In the build-up, he uses his arm. It goes to VAR. The board says it's not a goal, but the referee gives it anyway. What's the point in even having it when the referee doesn't even have to accept the decision? Yep, so just wanted to let you know that is a handball. You're gonna have to chalk that goal off. Sorry, mate. Excuse me? You're gonna have to chalk it off because it's a handball. Like, I'm just doing my job. Do you know who I am? I actually don't. I am just a VAR guy. I wasn't told before. Nah, big man. Tottenham are on my acca. I'm giving the goal. Tottenham once again look awful. Like, Watford are bottom of the league and led that game for a long, long time. I mentioned last time, does Pochettino walk? Does he get sacked if this carries on? He's done a lot for that team. He's changed their fortunes dramatically when you compare the before and after. But has he now taken them as far as they can go? Because right now, they look like an absolute shambles. And if they don't finish in the top four, they're losing everybody. Over in Italy, a game between Inter and Sassuolo had to be stopped because someone accidentally parachuted into the stadium. How do you do that? Of all the places you could land, and you're like, gonna be a crash landing here. I think the only option is that ram-packed stadium down there. Manchester City beat Atalanta 5-1 in their group stage match this week in the Champions League. Raheem Sterling was absolutely on fire and was involved in all of the goals, getting 2 assists and a hat-trick. But Benjamin Mendy and Riyad Mahrez let him know that he definitely should have scored a 4th at some point.
Just scored 4.
Benjamin, mate, it's the first time you've been match fit since the 1990s. Pipe down. At 14, I needed to get some money because it was difficult at that age. With my first kid... Wait, hang on a second. Wesley was a dad at 14. I was going to make a joke about him being on target from an early age, but I don't want my hard drive searching, so... Back to Italy, and a Juventus fan took a Piemonte Calcio banner to the game. At first, I thought this was completely stupid, but the more I think about it, I'm wondering why this tactic hasn't been deployed before. In my opinion, it is worthy of a Shithousery award. But it's that time once again. It is still 0-0, and of course this is the segment where I bring you the best of Sunday League football. Now this time it's pretty simple, I can't lie. Pollock FC in Scotland have a dog called Yardley that is allowed to watch games from the stands, and it just looks so wholesome. Like, he's genuinely just chilling there, shouting guidance from the terraces. See, in my opinion, if the striker isn't going to make runs in behind and down the channel, he's got to drop back into more of a false 9 position. We're really not utilising the regista position in the middle of the park. If anything, more of a medio centro right now. Oh, who's a good boy? My intellect here is absolutely wasted.
Absolutely convinced that the arm was used from Zach Rudden. It was an initial save from Veracruz. It was a good...
I will be honest, that looked like a handball to me. It's all occurring in Italy this week because Lazio's president managed to fall asleep in a boardroom meeting. You know what, mate? I can relate from uni. Dip into the lecture, get your attendance, dip out again. To be fair, it's not just him failing to do the simple things at that club this week. Ciro Immobile couldn't even take his shirt off for his celebration. Over in the Norwegian 2nd Division, it's the 87th minute and one team has a free kick in a dangerous position. So naturally, it's up to the goalkeeper to take it, and he actually slaps it top bins. That is one of the best free kicks I've seen in a while. Someone sign him up. So Rivaldo was quoted as coming out this week and saying Emil Heskey would have been the only player at the time to get into the Brazilian team, which obviously sparked a load of reaction because it's Emil Heskey. People don't realise Emil Heskey was actually a good player. It's the biggest myth in English football. There's a reason why he played for Liverpool. He did so well at Leicester as a young player, played for Liverpool. Don't let the KSI days days of 2013 trick you all. Unconfirmed media reports suggest Alexander Zinchenko has injured one of his balls at his engagement party. Yep, right, okay, alright, yeah, tell it to the judge. And finally, over in Mexico, Veracruz played Tigres. Now, Veracruz are protesting about unpaid player wages, so they decided that they weren't going to play for the first part of the game. They were just going to stand still and let whatever happened happen. So Tigres decided to just go and keep scoring against them and scored 3 right at the start of the game. I guess you could say they really Veracruzed to the 3 points. But on that note, that is it for football this week, and I hope you have enjoyed. As I always say, there's a lot going on, but genuinely this week there's been a lot going on. I've had to ram a lot into 10 minutes here. If you enjoyed the video though, slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It's at the official FNG on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.